like how this. Shout out to me for the haircut. Yo. So, today we gonna do something that I call dedicate this to the ladies. And one of the reasons why I'm gonna do this, first and foremost, 240p game, you already know what it is, bad, boy, you know it, low quality, boom. If I blocked you on Instagram or blocked you on any social media platform, you deserve it. I got very good energy. I don't block people for no reason. Never. I never block nobody for just no apparent reason, ever. So if I blocked you on any social media, you 10 times out of 10, you deserve it. So the fact that you in here telling me to unblock you, I won't block you from here too. Block. Blocked. All right. So today I'm going to dedicate this live specifically to the ladies. Oh, my bad. And one of the reasons why I'm going to do that is because last night I was just sitting here really thinking about how important y'all are. Not only to yourself, but how important y'all are to the existence in general, just of everything, like creation of literally everything. And before I get into that though, remember yesterday we were talking about the herbs and spices and how 99% of these wars have nothing to do with oil, nor gold, nor any of those minerals. These people are going to the jungle to take the flowers. Remember I was telling y'all about that. I was just telling y'all about that, literally. Remember it, right? All these niggas go to these jungles to take these specific flowers. I was just telling y'all about that, right? A movie just came out literally yesterday. No, 2 days ago. A movie just came out, and that's exactly what it's about. It's crazy. It's almost like I predicted the future. And I watched the shit and I'm like, hold up. I just told the world this shit. The movie Jungle Cruise just came out right now. I just spoke on this. Literally, before the movie came out, I had no idea the movie was about that. I thought the movie was about a Disneyland ride. That's what I thought. So, boom. The movie is about conquistadors. All them fake-ass Spanish niggas who are technically white. I keep telling y'all Mexican niggas this, that Mexicans are white. And y'all don't want to listen to me because y'all don't want to do your own research. I keep telling you. All the Spanish and Spaniard and conquistador Mexican niggas, they were technically European niggas, colonized the world in search of what? The native flowers with healing properties that are beyond measurement. I keep telling y'all that, but y'all don't want to do your own research because you want to live in this whole, well, we're brown pride and we can say nigger. No, you can't. You're white. But in the aspect of this, all the conquistadors that were sent out to all indigenous or all native inhabitants, they all were in search of these flowers. What? What happened? What's up? What are you doing? Hey. Come here. Get over here. What are you doing?
He's trying to get the remote.
No, let him watch. He's watching.
I don't know. He doesn't even care.
Yeah, all right. You can watch over here somewhere if you're going to watch something.
Here. Watch over there.
Watch. Say, watch over here, brother.
Watch over here,
I'm gonna.
All right, wait.
I wanna watch on my laptop.
All right, go get your laptop.
Dad.
No, his brother was trying to change his APCs. He ain't going for it. And like I said, I'm watching my ABCs, and that's what it's gonna be. My little man will fight for instant information. That nigga said, I'm learning. Don't fuck with my learning. But going back to what I was saying, right? So, in the aspect of this, right? The aspect is that they are always in the search of all native inhabitants for specific flowers and minerals. And then they trick people into thinking gold and diamonds and all this other shit is the, like, you ever notice, like, we focus on diamonds. This is clearly just like a dirt rock. It ain't nothing special about these motherfuckers, just dirt rock. It's cleaned up, cut dirt rock. What we didn't focus on was the specific rubies, you know, the specific gemstones, the specific crystals with specific properties, but yet we focus on diamonds, which is technically whatever because they're cut, whatever. But anywho, we were booby trapped into gold and all other minerals, and they were here to take herbs, spices. That's what it's all about. And this movie Jungle Cruise is once again proof to everything I've been saying. And y'all be like, yo, Daylyt just be talking, he just be making up shit. Hey, big dog, hey. Item, come here. Come here. Remember what I told you? No screaming, sir. If you got a problem, you throw them hands, all right? We ain't doing no screaming. You got problems with big bro, throw them hands. Swing them. You know how we do. Yeah, we ain't raising no pussies. Sorry. Y'all could, hey, y'all other parents, hey, y'all could raise y'all kids how y'all want them. We gonna throw them hands. Bink, bink, bink. I'm keeping it real. Throw them hands. My mama. Bink, 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 bink. That's how you get what you want around here. You heard him? Get him. Let me go see. What are you doing?
I don't know. He just started randomly bursting into tears.
What's wrong? Huh? So you got, hold on. So you got a tricycle with a toy on the tricycle in the house, and you watching your ABCs. That's cool, big dog. Do what you want here. High five. That's what I'm talking about. All right, daddy's in the room, okay? You coming with me? Let's go. My man, my man up to all type of shit. But all right. So going back to what I was saying in general about the ladies. So ladies are important. Ladies are extremely important. And I've said this in numerous lives, but I always like to backtrack myself because sometimes mentalities need reinforcement. And one of the biggest problems right now in society is that the femme species has forgotten who and what they are. And not only have y'all forgotten who and what y'all are now being attacked in a level that y'all don't even know. it's niggas out here who actually trying to be y'all. And I don't think y'all really understand that. It's a war. Right? Like, I don't really think y'all really understand y'all being attacked at a level that y'all don't really even know. Like, so that's boyless all the way down from the jump. When you get back to um, any form of tribal, right? When you get back to any form of tribal or any form of native culture, 9 times out of 10, the grandmother or the great grandmother is normally the 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 leader of the whole tribe. It's normally like the grandmother or the great grand, or it's always the shamans, the witch doctors, the queen. It's always that. When you get to any native anything, it's always the head. The head is always run by the wise elder woman. And I also think about how important my grandmother was to our family. My grandmother, in general, she was the head of our entire everything. What Granny said, what Big Mama, and if you got a Big Mama in your family, um, Big Mama normally was in control of everything. Not only did she raise all the kids, she raised all my mama kids. She raised my mama and all of her brothers. It was wild. Like the level of control and informational pass down that she had amongst at least like 60, 70 people in the pack. It was wild. Right? And I go back to, I look at my grandmother, right? And it's crazy because I wish I would have known my great grandmother, but I didn't. But I look at my grandmother, and after my grandmother, I look at my mom, and then after my mom, I look at my sister, and then after my sister, I look at her kids. I look at my sister's kids, and I go, holy fuck, the information has been lost. Every generation, it get lost more and more and more and more and more. And one of the reasons why it get lost is based on they have tricked the woman and the man, but mainly the woman, into believing separation is key. And when I mean separation, I don't mean relationship. I mean family. So my grandmother, all the sisters stayed in the house together, all of them. They never left. Nobody left. Everybody stayed together. Information was passed down. But when everybody started getting their own houses, everybody started getting their own maneuver, and this whole thing that we have called family, it disappeared. Right? It disappeared after my granny generation. So this thing that we got called family, and family don't mean your immediate family, but something happened in the black community to where they told us that family only means like your son and your kid. Like that's it. Your son, your daughter, that's family. No, family means everybody bred from this little pod that we in. Everybody in this pod is family. Your house, my house is your house, your room is my room, your bed is my. Everybody in this little pod is all ours. And that was what my grandmother had. Right? And when my grandmother passed, all of that shit disappeared. But once again, um, everybody started to want their own. Right? My own. So that was the first setup. Making families want their own, right? The family want their own. This family want their own. This sister want her own house. This sister want her own house. This sister want her own house. Now think about this, right? Think about how hard it is to live in this world by yourself, right? Think about it. Think about how hard it is to live in the world by yourself. Now, you might lie to yourself like it's not hard because you so trained to believe that hard work is the way that life should be, and it's not. Nobody should never work hard. United we stand, divided we fall. So think about this: if all your family members was like kind of like Mexicans, if all your family members put in one pot to buy something and then put in one pot to buy something and everybody did the yard work and everybody, if everybody did that over and over and over again, then most families will be well off. But we in the world to where we trying to beat the game individually. So what happened was, the first attack was to separate the families by siblings. After they separated the family by siblings, they separated the family by relationship goals. So now, what is being pushed more in society right now? What's being pushed more in society right now is a grand scale breakup department, and it's called an apartment. The breakup department is called an apartment, right? Apartments do not allow you to create successful families because they're designed for one family household, specifically one or two children, specifically one person individually. Right? One or two people for you to live individually. And in the aspect of that, families, it can't it can't really be created in that aspect at all. You can't. Houses is already a part of the problem, but the house is the first way to separate the family, then the apartment is the second way to separate everything, but the house in general is the first way to separate everything, because when you don't have a house, or when you do have a smaller tight knit setting, everybody maneuver together. But when you do have a house, everybody goes into the separate rooms, everybody don't really connect how they should connect. Everybody just kind of live their own life inside a facility where you feel like you in there with family, but you normally in your room separated. But let's just go further than that. So all of these things were all a part of a tactical setup, right? And when you understand the grand scheme of life, which is people is creating for us right now, all this stuff is a tactical setup. So moving forward inside the space of the film community, what has been lost? What has been lost over the many years is the ancestral information that was passed down through the film community that's supposed to be passed down to the man, but it's supposed to start with the woman. So I think about all the stuff my grandmother taught me. I think about all the stuff my mother taught me. I think about all the stuff I learned from my aunties, uncles, whatever, whatever. But it's supposed to be passed down from the woman. So I'm telling y'all this. When I watched my grandmother pretty much my whole life until I was like, my grandmother died when I was 20 something, like mid 20s or late 20s, whatever. And then my other grandma just died recently, like maybe this year, right? Yeah, granny died. My other granny died this year. So boom, right? Um, there was stuff that my grandmother knew that my nieces and nephews don't know and won't ever know, because all they want to do is shake ass on Instagram and all type of weird shit. They don't. When I look at them, I'm like, damn. They just want to wear wigs. They just want to wear colorful wigs. They just want to shake ass on Instagram. They just want to just turn up, go to parties. They don't fuck about nothing. They don't fuck about. They don't even think about nothing. Right? Did that make sense? They don't even think about anything. Right? So let's times that by my grandmother. So my grandmother used to make sure everybody came to her house twice a week. Everybody. Like, there wasn't no family reunions every year. There was a family reunion every 2 weeks. Everybody. But throughout the week, everybody was there on a daily basis, right? There was always a big family dinner every night, and Sunday was the ultimate dinner every fucking week. So every Sunday we would all go to Granny house, like maybe 10 a.m. all my aunties would be all 12 of my 12. This was before my other auntie died. All 12 of them motherfuckers be in the kitchen, and it was an assembly line, right? All my uncles in the back planting the trees and cutting the fruits and shit, all that shit. And then my aunties and uncles.
Where he put my
It's in my wallet. My aunties and it's in my wallet, right?
No, my vitamins.
Oh, I don't know. My aunties and uncles, it was an assembly line, right? My uncles was bringing all the food and shit in the house, and then my aunties and them was in the kitchen, right? My aunties in the kitchen, my other aunties was like making the plates and shit. Other auntie decorating the table, and my grandma was literally sitting in the middle of the living room, looking like a fucking what do you call that? Orchestra conductor. She was just like boom, boom. It's almost like she didn't even know, she didn't even say nothing. She was just like literally, like you know how the Iron Man holographic screen, she was just holographing people, like moving shit, boom, boom, boom. So everybody was no everybody. So I remember my auntie was cooking something, and my grandma was like, "No, don't use that. Use this seasoning. Use this. Use that." And she was telling her. Then she put her hand. Look, this was one of the craziest shits ever. She put her hand over my niece. No, this was no. She was my auntie. This is my auntie. No, this is my cousin because it's my dad cousin. So that would technically make it like my great cousin. It's my dad's cousin, so I don't know what that would make me. Oh, like my second cousin, whatever the case. First cousin, second cousin, whatever. All right. So she is my cousin Nisi, right? Her name Nisi, whatever. But she put her hand over Nisi hand because Nisi had her hand on the pot. I mean on the big spoon, and she put her hand over Nisi hand, and she slowly showed her how to like turn the beans. Like she like it's like listen here, Blend. This is how you do it. You turn it slow, you wrench it off, wrench it, right? Not rinse, wrench it. You wrench it off slow, and then put the seasoning in there. Turn it slow. Not that too fast. Turn it slow. Right? She was sitting here showing her how to whip the pot. No, look. She was sitting there, she showed her. Now think about this. Think about that memory. No, this is what I want y'all to think about. Think about that memory happening and being installed in my cousin's head. Right? Boom. Showed her how to whip the beans slow, what seasoning, all that shit. She showed her how to whip it up. So think, now she know how to do that. Now she gonna show her kids how to do that, right? But all of this is happening because we're in a scenario to where everybody's learning, right? And then the funny part about it is not only was she teaching her, everybody else was looking. I remember that memory. Hella people in my family remember that, right? So not only did she teach her, she taught us too. So now we on the sideline. We like, okay, I'm gonna whip that shit slow next time. To this day, if I make beans, I'm whipping slow. To this day, if I make beans, that's the first thought that come to my head. Granny said, whip it slow. Boom. So, right? So all this information was just being passed down, right? All type of things was just being passed down from my grandmother. And it's because we were all in a scenario to where the queen, she was considered the queen of the family, like the queen of the beehive. And she was orchestrating us all the information. But to get deeper than that, there was things that was things that my grandmother knew that this generation just don't know. And I try to tell people this. All right, if you get a cold sore or a fever blister, earwax. How many people know this? My granny taught us this. Earwax. If you get a cold sore or a fever blister, earwax. The question is, how does she know this? Right? If you get the pink eye, piss. Actual piss. Piss on the napkin, put on your eye, be gone in like literally an hour or two plus. Piss. Actual piss. Right? No. Look, these things work. If you really got somebody from that era, listen to me. It work. 100% work. Piss. Actual piss. You got a pink eye, piss. If you got a bee sting, piss. No, this is facts, bro. Earwax for cold sores, piss for pink eyes, piss for bee stings. They even tell you if you get stung by a jellyfish, piss on it. Like, this is facts. So this lets me know that my grandmother knew something about the human body and how the human body actually has its own methods of recreating or healing itself. So I be thinking like, okay, what the fuck is this shit for? What is this for? What is this for? Why is this like there was things that they knew about biology that science don't tell you, right? And science not going to tell you that because there's billions of dollars in medicine. There's $1 billion in medicine. Billion dollars, $1 trillion in the medicine company, and every medicine is designed to make another problem. So you can keep buying other medicine to fix another medicine, to fix another medicine, to fix another medicine. That's all it is. This is billions of dollars in that. But the thing is, my grandmother knew things about life that she was trying to tell my aunties and uncles. Only problem was, I'm gonna say this. Only problem was, crack cocaine hit my family hard. Crack, actual crack cocaine hit my family hard, super hard. And I feel like that's when everything broke. Crack. Crack ripped through my family. It ripped everything it have, everything. I could literally say this. I watched it as it ripped everything it have, everything. Everybody lost their ways. All the family members went XYZ. This person went there. This person was a bum. This person did that. This person. It ripped our whole family in half. Like, I watched it. But, um. So, but moving forward, the information that was supposed to be passed down from my grandmother, it was sort of passed down, but it wasn't passed down all the way, right? Right now, my direct sisters, they only have the genetic memory. They don't have the physical memories, right? They wasn't showed directly from my grandmother. They only have the genetic memory. So some stuff they remember and some stuff they do based on based on genetics, right? And biological genetics just is memories inside DNA also, but physically being shown some of this stuff, right? Physically being shown some of this stuff by my grandmother and by maybe my great grandmother. So in my aspect, I always tell myself this: if my grandmother knew what she knew and she still grew up in the industrialized era, what did my great grandmother know? Right? What did my great grandmother know? Right? And these people were still tribal, still native. Like, I'm early, like I'm not too far away from slavery. Right? Like my grandmother and them, they were runaways, right? Like I carry DNA of niggas who not gonna compromise at all. My family come from fighting back niggas. Like my whole lineage come from fighting back niggas. It's not non-compromised in my DNA. All right, but so I try to tell myself what do um what do my what did my great grandmother know, right? What did they know? Um, what type of information about like earth? What type of information about plants, spices, and herbs, and all that stuff? What did they know, right? And then I think about this. I think about this. Look at what's happening right now to the film world. Just think about what's happening to the film world, what's being promoted to the film world. And like I said, when I look at my younger cousins and my nieces and nephews, when I say specifically my nieces, my nephews, even though they kind of like damaged, it's good to know we still have these deep conversations, right? So like my youngest nephew be kind of like the biggest one, Isaiah. My other little nephew Brandon, my other nephew Antoine. We have sat down and had deep conversations about life, about belief system, and they on the right track. They might smoke, they might be worldly, but they like, yeah, I know this shit fake, nigga. I ain't doing this shit, nigga. The earth might be flat. Like they thinking like that, right? But to my nieces and nephews, to my nieces, they not. It's kind of sad because they don't understand that they are in charge of the next generation. And once again, when I think about the information that my grandmother had, and then I think about the information that my mom had, and then I think about the information that my sisters had, and then I think about the next generation, I always try to think about their next generation. I'm like, damn, if they don't even know this shit, then the next generation really ain't gonna know it. Now, no disrespect to any any of the ladies out there that is in a musical position or in a leadership position to where they are financially stable and even making opportunity or ways for people. Shouts out to y'all, right? And I don't discredit nobody. Shouts out to Cardi, shouts out to Megan, Beyonce, Destiny's Child, everybody, TLC, shouts out to everybody. Y'all found a way to successfully use your voice to make you some money. Right? Shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to Beyonce for finally kind of retracting some of the things she told girls to do. Now she's kind of making music that's a little more like, stand up black sister type of music. Shouts out to Beyonce for figuring out how important she is. Um, but once again, think about these voices. Think about singing in general, right? Just think about that. Think about what happens when you hear a girl sing. And we're talking about girls with extremely good voices. That shit don't sound magical to you? Like, really think about it. Girls with good voices naturally sing in 432. And then once it's recorded in through the mic and going to the certain mixers and all that shit, then it converts into different frequencies to not really represent the healing power. But when you get deep into war horns, you get deep into melodic ritual calls, you get deep into ambient ritual calls, you get deep into certain things. Majority of women, especially women with extremely good voices, they have the ability to like melt people. When I say melt, I don't mean like melt in general, but I mean like it can melt your heart if you hear the right shit. Right? Kind of in the same way a saxophone does to the human body. Like but saxophones and you know the feminine vocal also getting into specific keys and specific frequencies and inside the aspect of music is also words. So this is why people write music, and then when you go into the alphabet, A, B, C, D, G, F, E, D, all type of shit, right? So we are aligned to specific notes. Our body is tuned to a specific frequency, and this is why when you hear a keyboard and you hear somebody play the wrong keys, it hurt. You ever think about that? When somebody play the wrong keys, it hurt. Like it's like, ah, oh, don't do that. But when somebody play the right keys, you melt. You like, oh my god, that shit sounds, whoo, right? When you play the right notes and the right keys, your body automatically it do some shit. So pitch, key and pitch and tone is now becoming a forgotten art. Cooking, cleaning, and when I say cleaning, I don't necessarily mean cleaning the house, right? I mean learning which plants are poisonous, which plants are not poisonous, cleaning certain insects, pesticides, whatever. It's all of these essential traits to be well, put it like this: the movie Avatar, not Avatar: The Last Airbender, but the actual movie Avatar. Who ran the pack? Who ran the pack? Okay. What was the most important thing there? Singing, collectively, right? It's lost. This art is lost amongst the film community. It's lost. And what makes it is society has said, hey, fuck all of that shit. It's time to have fun. We want to grow. We want to do this. We want to do that. We want to do this. We want to have fun. But the art is lost. The actual skill set to be the leader of the pack is lost. It's lost. All the information is lost. All the pretty much the root, the root of not your family, but the root of the family tree is normally the mother of all. That's gone, man. That information is not being passed down no longer. So, to be honest, I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. Right? I believe that we were almost on a track back to it. What I mean by that is over the past over the past 4 years, 4 to 5 years, I believe we, especially black people, has gotten to this crazy substantial growth in the form of like just getting tuned with self. So you see, uh, a lot of ladies growing their dreads. You see a lot of ladies just literally like on a fucking natural healer vibe. You see a lot of ladies just on a like vegan shit. Like it's it's low key. It was low key starting to come back. Motherfuckers getting quartz crystals, even though they not real. Motherfuckers had hella crystals. Motherfuckers was doing tarot cards, for all type of stuff. It started to come back in the film community. I mean, not in the film community, in the film community. It started to come back. It was like a thing. Like the last 4 or 5 years, it's been a thing. Like the vegan fests, and it's just been a thing in the film community, just to be like this kind of spiritual healer, right? You know what they did to all these women? You know what they did to most of these women? They killed somebody in their family. How? Virus. So the virus let out, boom, people who have already weak immune systems get weaker. Then when people go to the hospital, then they add in extra shit to make sure you die. Everybody that I know that was sick in my family, I told them don't go to the hospital ever. All my sisters, two of my sisters that got COVID, they called me. My cousin called. I mean my cousin, my brother, which is my brother-in-law, called me. Said, man, I don't know what to do, man. We gonna take her to the hospital, man. She knows she just been laying in bed. She getting weak. I said, no, don't take her to no hospital. They gonna kill her. You got to think this all propaganda. They got up these numbers. Don't take her to no hospital. They gonna kill her. What you need to do is your body is based on the design that if you allow yourself to be weak, you gonna get weaker. Every doctor in the beginning of COVID said if you lay down and allow yourself to get weak, it's going to take over. With any natural sickness, you get your ass outside and override the program. You fight, you get up, you walk, you do all. So I said, no, don't take her to no hospital. Make her go outside and walk in the middle of the sun. She gonna start sweating. She gonna get tired, all type of shit. But she gotta walk. You gotta make your immune system strong. It need your help too. So boom, right? She went outside, she walked, right? She came back in the house, she said she's still feeling sick. I said, get up and walk again, right? She kept walking again. Literally like 3 days later, she felt absolutely normal. I said, I told you, the Bible tells us the sun is all we need. You must go through the sun to get through God. It is a metaphor. That is God right out the window, right there. Right? As soon as that motherfucker come up every day, that's God. It's simple. It's simple. God right there. The sun is right there. The Son of God is right there. So I told her, you get outside and you walk in that hot sun. And she walked every day and she got better in 3 days. So what I'm saying is this, right? All right. So boom, what they started doing was they wanted to kill people in everybody's family. Why do they kill people? Because girls work off fear. Majority of women work off fear. It's a fear tactic. So if somebody dad or mom died or somebody died, then that person died, then you know what they're gonna say? Well, you should have got the vaccine. Now, do you guys know this? Majority of the people who got vaccinated are women. Do you guys know that? I did the statistics. It's like 80% women. I did the statistics. Last I checked, it was 80% women got vaccinated. It might be like 85 now. Yo, it's a weapon. Yo, look. Men, I want to say this loud and clear. Men, we did not, listen to me, we did not lose this war. we are not going to win the war. It has nothing to do with us. The attack was never for us. Ever. Men, soldier, we shoot guns, we do all the army tanks and all that, but the attack was never for us. Never. The moment y'all realize what y'all are, then we'll be able to win anything. It's on like we have to find a way to remind the homies of the homies. Let me say that again. We as men have to find a way to remind the homies of the homies. Let me say this again. We as men have to find a way to remind the homies of the homies. Now, for the people who know what I just said, I highly appreciate you. For the people that don't know what I said, is I am speaking on the homie tribe. If you don't know what the homie tribe is, I recommend you go Google the homie tribe. Yes. Now, some people may say they're dead or they're gone or ain't no more. How can you say that when you still alive? Some people may say, "Oh, they're gone. That was back in the day." So you can't say that when you're still alive. That's equivalent to black men saying, "Man, we need more leaders." My nigga, you're clearly a human being. That statement, that statement has always bothered me when I seen black niggas be like, it's fucked up, man. We ain't got no leaders. My nigga, you know that you got a voice and you're a human and you actually could step up. But no, right? The homie tribe, right? So, that's something that is never pushed on the grand scale. And I think which is it has been pushed on the grand scale, but we just didn't really understand it, which is the movie Black Panther. Shouts out to Chadwick. Um and shouts out to Lupita, I think that's her name. And shouts out to everybody who's in the movie Black Panther. But that movie also showed you what the homie tribe is and how the homie tribe work. The Amazon. Think about this. Just think about this weak ass whitewash shit. Do you know Wonder Woman is a part of the homie tribe? They just made her white. But Wonder Woman's actual sister is black. Twin sister. But they just made her white because they just had to flip the script and make it white. But she's from the Amazons and is a warrior from the Amazon. This is the biggest whitewashing on the face of the earth. Wonder Woman, whitewashed. Just think about it. Just really think about this. From the Amazons and is a warrior of a group of warrior women. The homie tribe. Greatest whitewashing ever. Greatest whitewashing in the history of whitewashing. But they make her sister black, twin sister black. It is just think. Hold on. For the people that don't know how to use Google, I'm just gonna just show you this. Just read it. The Dahomey Amazons. You know,
Yes, okay.
just think about it. Just think about it. Look at our queens. Just think about these things. Just go. I don't even want to read it to y'all. Just go read it yourself. Right? Just type it in. Just type in Dahomey Amazon. Just go there. Just go. Just do your whole research about all of this stuff. Wonder Woman is a white bitch from the Amazons who is a warrior. From a group of white. Yo, I'm getting mad. I'm actually getting mad.
Oh, God.
I'm actually getting mad. But no, they put it right in front of us. They put it right in front of us. They put it right in front of us. The whole time we've been super fans of Wonder Woman, but we don't know the background history of the information, so we just be like, yeah, go Wonder Woman.
I've been invited back to Linda.
But at the end of the day,
Yours too.
this is something that every single woman
Why?
here watching right now need to go research. And that is what I came here to tell all of y'all. To all the women here watching, you need to go study the Homie tribe. All of y'all. And understand what it means to be a woman. All the girls today, like, I just want to be a woman. No. The idea that y'all have that what it means to be a woman is wrong. It's actually your own demise. Getting your nails done, all of that's poison. You wonder why everybody in the nail shop got on masks.
Can you invite
You
me?
ever thought about that? Like, what the average girl thinks of today, what it means to be a woman, is her own demise. You want foodie?
Come on.
What kind of foodie you want? Waffles? Lemonade? That's not foodie, that's drinky.
Lemonade.
You want lemonade?
Yeah.
No, you got to get some foodie.
Lemonade.
You want waffles?
Lemonade.
Waffles and lemonade?
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Oh, got it.
But yeah, going back to what I was saying, everything about what it means to be a woman in today's time is kind of poison to y'all. If y'all really start to study the Dahomey tribe and just all the native things of what it meant to be like the leader of the pack, and it's crazy because that's what's missing. All right, you want waffles or you want Cheerios?
I'm not Cheerios.
You want waffles?
Yeah.
Are you-
It'll turn out white off. It'll turn out like.
Waffles and syrup?
Yeah, syrup with coffee.
All right, let's go. Yeah, but like I was saying, you know, that's something that y'all need to go study. And it's crazy because, once again, there's going to be a lot of people that don't study this at all. Because the program is that deep. It's beyond that deep. There's going to be a lot of people get on here and be like, oh. And then you got a few people that's actually going to go study. But what I'm saying is, for the people that is watching and the people that is listening, and this is just to the film community, I truly hope that y'all go study these things and study like the ancient shit of what it means to be a woman, so you can eventually pass that shit down. You can eventually help make stronger men.
Let's see who can clean up the fastest.
It's important. It's important. Men don't lead women at all. There's only one people that's still running by this ideology, and that's the Queen of England and all them. She know, all right, I run all this. She know.
Danny, get off the game.
Oh my God, these are hot.
What's your marker? I hate when you use a marker.
Excuse me.
Still say that I
Hey, you didn't hear what your mom said? Get off. It's too early for this. You didn't hear it?
No.
Get off. This has to go here. Yeah, it's too early for this, huh?
It's 10.
It's still too early.
It's not too early. 'Cause you let me play at 10.
All right,
Mom
but
does.
it's too early.
And Mom does.
It's just too early, son. Oh. Hey, Zay. Yo, shouts out to my brother Lupe for most definitely sending me that hook back. Just want to let y'all know Lupe Fiasco will be making it to the album. Yes, I wanted to just let y'all know that too. And actually, he is on one of the biggest records on the album. So shouts out to Lupe Fiasco for that. Gang, gang, gang. Ugh. Took me about 10 years to get a damn Lupe verse. But like I said, you know, I ain't about to stay here too much longer, but hopefully everybody take into consideration of just learning these things. And to all the fellas, right? To all the fellas that's watching this shit, go put your girl up on game about this shit, right? I know you're going to get into some arguments and ECT, but still, go do it. Walk in there and be like, bitch, you going to learn about this, the homie shit.
It's a toy right here. Good job, buddy. You get the concept now.
Other than that, man, I'm about to get out of here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Appreciate all the support y'all been giving me. Appreciate the love.
Put it on there.
I'm gonna tap back in with y'all tomorrow morning.
Right now.
You're done? You finished cleaning up?
No,
High
you
five,
have to
big guy.
chores.
All right, bye-bye. Say bye-bye, everyone.
I'm not even.
All right, I'll see y'all later, man.
No, you have to earn electronic.